The rain pounded down in relentless sheets that Friday evening, blurring the streets into shimmering rivers of light. Inside, a coldness gnawed at me, one that had been creeping closer for months. My wife, Elizabeth, and I had once been inseparable. We shared our dreams, our laughter, our very lives. But recently, something had changed. Her smile had grown faint, her laughter hollow, and the closeness we once treasured had eroded into habit and distance. That night, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I had never been the type to pry, but an unshakable instinct guided my hand toward it. The moment I unlocked the screen, guilt twisted in my chest, yet nothing could brace me for what I uncovered. Thread after thread of affectionate words and intimate plans with a man named Paul painted the truth in cruel detail. My stomach dropped. The woman I trusted above all else had betrayed me in the most personal way imaginable. The messages told a story all their own. Stolen evenings, whispered promises, laughter that no longer belonged to me. My pulse thundered, my palms damp with sweat, as every cherished memory we had shared turned sour in my mind, each one tainted by deception. For days, I carried the secret in silence, playing my role as though nothing had changed. Every excuse about late nights at work, every claim of meeting friends, cut me deeper. I said nothing, waiting for clarity, for courage, for something. Eventually, an idea surfaced, wrong but strangely fitting. Elizabeth's sister, Sarah, had always been kind, steady, and closer to me than Elizabeth had been in months. If she knew the truth, she would be devastated. So I reached out to her. I told her I needed someone to talk to, and while Elizabeth was out, no doubt with Paul, I invited Sarah over. True to her nature, she came without hesitation. I poured us drinks, the air thick with tension, and finally, I let it all out. The affair, the lies, the emptiness it had left inside me. Sarah's face paled, her shock unmistakable. She reached for my hand, her touch filled with comfort I hadn't expected. Somewhere in that storm of grief and anger, something shifted. A connection, unplanned, undesired, but undeniable, flared between us. One moment we were sharing heartbreak, and the next we were holding on to each other, desperate for warmth in a world that suddenly felt unbearably cold. And then the front door opened. Elizabeth stepped inside, drenched from the rain, only to stop dead in her tracks. Her eyes widened. Her keys clattered into the floor as she took in the scene. The silence was crushing. For the first time, she was forced to face the fallout of her choices. I stood, my voice steady though my heart trembled. I know about Paul. I told her. I've known for a while. What hurts the most isn't just the affair. It's that you never cared enough to think about what this would do to us. You destroyed us the moment you chose him. Her tears came quickly, not with rage, but with the dawning realization of what she had lost. Sarah, overwhelmed, slipped quietly out the door, leaving Elizabeth and me in the suffocating silence of what remained. She collapsed into sobs, but I had no comfort left to give. Whatever we had built was shattered beyond repair. In the days that followed, the inevitable unfolded. We agreed to separate. Elizabeth packed her things and moved out, and the process of divorce began, a slow dismantling of everything we had once been. Sarah later apologized for that night, but I held no bitterness. What happened between us had been born of betrayal and desperation, not malice. In the end, all that remained was a quiet, painful truth. Love, trust, and loyalty can be broken in a single moment, leaving only fragments of what once was.